In this tutorial, we will talk through why it's so important to understand your market. People reading or listening to your business idea need to be clear about the demand for your solution. Understanding your market is important as it determines how successful your business could be. How much demand there is for your product or service, how many customers there are out there. These are two of the main factors that will define how much your business can grow and how fast. How do you define your market? The estimation of your market size, especially if you are at early stage, will be full of assumptions. Consider who may want to buy your product or service. How many potential customers are there? How many potential customers do you believe you can acquire or turn into actual sales? How much would they be willing to pay for your product or service? When defining your market, use a combination of desk research, using official statistics or market reports, as well as direct research, so asking directly to potential customers in person, via phone, or via survey. In some cases, you may find that your product or service benefits a wide range of people, but only one specific customer segment will pay for it. For example, in agriculture, farmers may benefit from your product or service, but your customers may be companies providing technology or data services to the farming sector. Another example is if you offer a free service. Your revenue is not generated directly by the people using your service, but by advertisers who are willing to pay you to access your end users. This is why it's really important to understand your market, what is your actual customer base, and to regularly validate your assumptions. When presenting your market sizing, it's important to provide an overview of the target market, preferably on a global scale, including value, volume, and expected growth. It's important that you capture this data from reputable sources, and when possible, to validate it with your potential customers. There are different models and approaches to do market sizing. One of the models that can be used is the TAM, SUM, SOM. The TAM is the total available market. This is the total revenue you could generate if you could capture 100% of your market. SUM is the serviceable available market. This is the portion of the total available market that your product or service is targeting and that is within your geographical reach. SOM is the serviceable obtainable market. It is the portion of the serviceable available market that you believe you can acquire within a certain time frame, say within 3 to 5 years. The serviceable obtainable market is really your market. You can use this model or any other model with a top-down or a bottom-up approach. With the top-down approach, you consider first the total size of the market you're targeting, and then you estimate the share of that market that your product or service can capture. The bottom-up approach starts from your product or service. You estimate the price your potential customers may be willing to pay. For example, your pricing can be based on the savings your product or service provides, or on the pricing or similar service. Then you multiply this number by the total number of customers there are in the market. This is the total available market, or TAM. The ones you can actually serve, the total serviceable available market, SUM. And finally, by the number of customers you believe you can acquire. This is the serviceable obtainable market, SOM. The top-down approach tends to be less accurate, while the bottom-up approach usually provides a better market sizing, but it requires more work in terms of estimating pricing, purchasing intention, and potential sales effort. It is important to assess what the challenging condition for market entry could be. Are there any regulations? Do you need any permits or authorization to operate? Are there any patents that prevent your product or service from entering the market? Are there exclusive contracts, or more simply, are there high switching costs for the customer you are targeting? When presenting your market sizing, 3 things to remember. Consider who your customer base really is. Check that your assumptions are credible, and trying to validate your data and assumptions about the market with your potential customers.